All right, let's see who hopped on tonight. Hi, how are you guys? What is up? Please chat. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Self-love for Valentine's Day, you guys. Self-love. Practice self-love. That's what I feel. How are you? Hi, Vanessa. How are you? Hi, Vanessa. How are you? Hi, Vanessa. Practice that self-love for Valentine's Day, you guys. That's more important than anything else. So I'm going to do a reading for you, connections and separation. Let me get this up on Instagram quick, and then I will get going here, since a lot of people do not get notified of my videos anymore. And as you guys know, I am currently alone with my 4 children, so circumstances kind of got unexpected in my life. So I am still adjusting to a schedule and getting my new life, my new beginning in order. So please bear with me here if I don't answer emails right away or get to things, and I appreciate everybody's support during this time. It is a very tough time for my family, so I appreciate all the prayers, I appreciate all the good thoughts, and I had a couple donations to my PayPal today, and I appreciate that as well. So all support is very much appreciated by my children and I. Somebody asked if I would make a wish list. I will make a wish list for my children and I. I will work on that in the next couple of days. So, you know, God throws us obstacles, you guys, but I feel like these obstacles bring us to the next level in whatever we are doing. So everything is for a reason. You know, sometimes things are out of our control and we have to just deal with that. And if you're going through a shift right now that was like a rug was pulled from underneath you and it's out of your control, just know that it's for a reason and there is a higher purpose for that reasoning behind it. Okay? So that's kind of what's going on with me, and, you know, life with 4 children and homeschooling, getting a schedule down and doing my work all at once is very, very difficult. So bear with me, please. But I am doing it actually quite well. So as you guys know, I'm kind of a super mom, and I manage to do things. I always manage. Okay. So you guys, I work at night most of the time. So when I get readings around right now, until I get a better like daycare schedule and things of that nature and gets, you know, everything aligned as needed. What I do is I work with my children during the day with schooling and my housework and all that kind of stuff. And then when the children go to bed at night, that is when I do my work right now. Okay. No, it is very, very difficult. I'm not going to lie. It is very difficult, and I'm very, very grateful to have support right now. I very much love Texas, and I love the support down here. So I'm very, very blessed in that aspect. But still, like, most of the time I'm alone with these 4 children. It's very difficult. So I'm trying to get this schedule down, and I will, because I always figure things out. So I appreciate all of you. You are absolutely awesome. You guys have followed me for so many years. Very loyal, very dedicated to my work. So I appreciate all of that. So let's see what is going on. Connections in separation. Oh, thank you, Heather. That's so sweet of you. I appreciate the admiration. The one thing I've learned throughout the years is no matter what darkness you're thrown in, that you're given that test for a reason, and it's because you can handle it. And that you will always find your way out of it no matter what. You will find your way out of it. And, you know, we kind of underestimate ourselves sometimes, you know. We kind of underestimate ourselves and what we can truly handle. We can truly handle a lot more than we think, okay? And sometimes, you know, the darkness that's thrown upon us, when you accept it, it's almost like there's a relief in it as well. Like there's a hidden gem in everything, you know. And when you start to accept what's thrown at you and accept the change that comes with it, you start to see the light. Do you get what I'm saying? And there's always beautiful things to come therefore after. there's beautiful things to come therefore after. So sometimes you got to learn lessons in a harsh way, and it hurts in the moment. But once you learn that lesson, there's gifts to come in, so to speak. Does that make sense? Like there's hidden gems with everything. Okay, so it's kind of like when every transition is like a death, and it's when somebody dies in the family. There's a transition in the families, and sometimes families get closer. It's something like that, and sometimes there's just like a hidden meaning behind everything that a higher force has in it, okay, that we don't really see. So the main thing is to not play victim to your situations and to really just be the best version of yourself right now, okay, and know that there is a better plan in place for you when you go through this thing, okay. So that's my little speech for right now. So if you'd like to book a reading with me, you guys, I do have an offer on my website right now. And I'm going to do some of these readings tonight when I get off here. I'm going to go on Instagram first. I know some of you like to go on there and buy badges, and I do stuff on there as well. But my current offer is on website is what are they working on. So if you book a reading, I can tell you like what they're working on, what your partner's working on, what shadow work's coming in, things like that. All right, so let's see what's going on. Okay, immediately King of Wands in reverse, okay. So a lot of you are dealing with somebody who's a bit of an energy vampire in this connection, okay. So King of Wands in reverse, okay. The King of Wands, anyways, he's kind of a dick, but when he's in reverse, he's a real dick. So that's telling me that a lot of you are dealing with somebody who's a real dick right now. You could be dealing with a fire sign, but I'm also getting water energy with this reading as well today, okay. So what I see with that is you're dealing with somebody who's a bit of an energy vampire, who's kind of a burden on your energy, that sort of thing. Yes, Heather, let me tell you what somebody texted me today. Yes, a friend of mine texted me today, and this is what they said. Let me look at the message. Life has shitty times. In mine, I found that usually those moments strengthen me, enable me to find so much more. Appreciate the glorious and great times. And I was like, that is true, because hardship brings you appreciation. Tough times bring you appreciation. And another thing I noticed about hardship, it shows you who your true friends are, who your true support system is, who's truly there for you and has your back. That's another thing I noticed about hardship. But if we view hardship as only hardship and negative, then we're going to manifest more negativity with that hardship, So it's really important to find the light during your hardship, and most of all, find the acceptance of the situation. Find the acceptance in the situation of your hardship, and don't overanalyze and don't overthink and don't get yourself down into that negativity, because you'll lose yourself in the hardship. And that's why people never get out of it. So it's a matter of going, okay, I have this hardship. Give yourself time to grieve the hardship, and then accept the hardship, okay? Because good things do bloom after that. Because in the darkness, the seeds are planted, okay? That is correct. So, you guys, I'm kind of getting a cocky attitude off this masculine today. Okay, I feel like the King of Wands in reverse, the Temperance here, this person's going back and forth, but they're a bit of an energy vampire. The Six of Wands, you see how he's kind of riding on a horse, like, and everybody's watching and he's showing off. I take this as a very egotistical person at this current moment, especially with the King of Wands reverse. So what I'm seeing with that is a lot of you are dealing with a very egotistical masculine right now, who's a bit of an energy vampire, who's definitely in his ego and reacting from an ego-based thought. Okay, ego-based actions, ego-based thoughts. What the ego does, you guys, the ego is a form of protection around our core. So the ego is what you're putting out to the world, okay? And what this person is putting out to the world is that they have it all together, they're just fine, nothing's wrong, and they got it together, and they got it all in the bag, and their life is just perfect. This is an ego, and an ego is a self-defense coping mechanism, okay? So we develop the ego, so we have that costume we wear, okay, and that we want everybody to see that costume that we wear as our true identity. So this masculine is trying to do that right now. But what's built on a false foundation always falls apart. What is hidden in the dark always comes to light. Okay? So this isn't going to last. This isn't going to last. And what this is for this masculine, this reading today, is a way to try to avoid awakening. Yes, the Devil card. So this person is in a lot of darkness right now. This person's trying to, you know what I'm getting here? This person's trying to dodge their, they're trying to dodge their repent. Okay, I get a visualization of this masculine running around in circles trying to dodge his repent. So what he's doing, instead of repenting and reflecting and seeing the darkness for what it truly is, they're in denial of the darkness, they're in denial of their issues, and they're running to the darkness and trying to hide in the darkness and trying to cover themselves in the darkness. And then being an energy vampire on you, because a lot of you are out of this kind of, you're already out of this phase. So this is a dark night of the soul for this masculine, right? But they're like, oh, I'm just fine, everything's perfect. Okay, that's what I'm kind of getting, but it's not with the devil card here. This person's in a very toxic place, very dark, shadowy place right now. Could be dealing with a Capricorn. Okay, so, okay, there's consequences coming in for the masculine in this collective today for their behavioral patterns is what I'm getting. So I'm seeing that very much. So they're really the Page of Wands. Like, that's a really big shocker. Okay, so we've got a game player here. Somebody trying to play games. And I know right now the masculines are kind of being tested like by a higher force. Okay, and this test is very harsh. This test right now is very heavy on everybody, and it depends on where you are right now, okay? So this test is very big on this masculine right now, and I feel like they're like trying to play games and trying to act like they're not being tested, but they really are, and they took the devil's path is what I'm getting. So this is kind of a very similar reading. How are you, Melinda? So this is a very similar reading to the other day. So they're taking the devil's path, and they're trying to play games to get out of it. They're pretending they're the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is the Playboy bunny. So a lot of dealing with the Playboy bunny, somebody out there being a player. I do feel a lot of masculine, though, are out being very promiscuous right now. They're into drugs. They're into addictions. They're into toxic behavior. Melinda, really, yes, it's very emotional time right now, and the new moon's coming up. So I feel like that right now, this test is from a very big force. This is a very big force coming in. There's a higher force behind this test. Okay, and it's really important for you, viewer, to just step back and allow these masculines to face this darkness on their own. That's part of your test, right? Like I said the other day, the codependency issue. So this connection right now, I feel like this masculine's playing games. They're really in their head right now. Okay, they're really thinking about you, though, is what I'm seeing. Like, they're obsessing about you. I pick up a little bit of obsession here with the devil and the Seven of Cups here. Yet there's this feeling that they're wanting to play games with you. So I get, you know, cycles repeat themselves, okay? A really strong sets of cycles repeat themselves, and I'm hearing, like, don't react to this masculine right now, don't say anything to this masculine, don't react to defensiveness, don't yell, don't scream, don't get vengeful, just step back and be the best version of yourself. That's what I'm hearing for you, viewer. And a lot of you are water signs. I'm getting a heavy water energy for the viewer. So what you need to do in that case is just stand back and not react to this behavioral pattern, because this is a very childish behavioral pattern. The Page of Wands is very childish, very emotionally immature. So I feel emotional instability within this connection as well. Feminine, what you were doing is you have been holding up this masculine's emotional. You've been emotionally holding them up for a long time. Okay, you've had codependency, you've been enabling, you've been an empath, and they've been just dumping their emotions in you. And I feel like you're disconnecting now, and it's got them into a very dark night of the soul. Okay. I also feel like this masculine wasn't supporting you in your path. They're more about themselves. Okay, a very selfish sense here. Okay, let's see what we go here. There's a self-centered kind of energy coming in for a lot of you here. Okay, a lot of this behavior pattern, what I want to say is a lot of this behavioral pattern stems from abandonment issues from childhood. That's where it all started. It all started from abandonment issues from childhood, okay? And I do feel that this masculine does not want to take responsibility at all for any of it. And they're just reacting for toxic-based thought. I feel like some of them have blocked you out or you blocked them. So there's a sense of blockages coming in here as well. You guys blocked each other. You're not speaking right now. Obviously, it's a separation one, so maybe you're not speaking. There's been divine blockages put in between this connection. There's been blockages put in, and this is to force healing between the two of you, to force individualized healing. And this individualized healing will send you down your own path. You need to be the best version of yourself right now. You cannot be, what I'm hearing you guys is, those of you watching, you cannot be in a relationship like this. Okay, because this is very heavy, this is very toxic. If you were to come into union with this person today, it's going to be very toxic. Okay, especially with what I'm seeing here. And this is going to force an ego death upon the masculine, because after a while, like I said the other day, I think it was the Divine Masculine reading, they're kind of trying to play with their demons right now. And after a while, it's going to wear them out, and they're going to start falling apart, okay? I'm hearing protect your energy, though. Very much protect your energy, because what some of these masculines are throwing out right now to a lot of you is, like, not very good stuff. okay, because it's a projection, it's refusal to reflect, it's not wanting to take accountability and that sort of thing, okay? What's going on in this connection and separation? Some of you dealing with a Scorpio, heavy Scorpio energy. Okay, I do see an offer coming in, but it's not going to be until the masculine's blinders fall off to what he's doing. So I feel like it's going to take this death upon this masculine and this blocking of you. Some of you blocked them or they blocked you, or there's an energetic block here that was divinely put in by your ancestors is what I'm seeing. It's going to give this ego death. This ego death is going to be forced upon them. It's going to feel like death to them. It's going to induce the death of what this connection once was, okay, which is going to be really hard for this masculine. So despite the inflated ego, it's going to catch up. Okay, then I see them, the blinders coming off, and I feel like for some of you, they're going to come in with an offer and try to get you back. They're going to manifest you in. Okay, they're going to do all these things, but I feel like this masculine, he's really dark in the dark night of the soul, and he got himself quite deep in there. And what I'm hearing is if this is your storyline, this was divinely orchestrated for a reason. Okay, there was lessons behind it, and it's because the masculine did not face his lessons or his trauma. He feels very tied down right now, okay? And I feel like that this masculine I'm picking up on got a cocky attitude that he could get away with this, but it's really not working, and now he's so deep, he's trying to cover up his tracks of what he's doing. Okay, so there's some game playing going on here as well. There's really a mass ego death coming upon the collective. I really do feel that. See, there's illusions behind love. I do feel that. I'm getting itchy nose too, which is like a sign of some nasty shit coming up. Okay, door to romance, okay? So I feel like this masculine, his heart is really in this illusion right now is what I'm getting. There's illusion behind love. There's toxicity behind love. Doesn't understand love with, unconditional love. Love has conditions. Love has conditions. But it's like some of you are still holding the key to his heart is what I'm seeing, because you see how there's like a keyhole there. Okay, but it's in a cage, so there's cage love here, but you guys still hold the key to this person's heart. So this person needs to learn to appreciate you for what you truly are. I feel like a lot of you walked away and you're like, I'm done, I'm not appreciated. But what you need to do, feminine, like what you put out into the world is what you receive. So you need to start appreciating yourself, be proud of yourself. Okay, there's authentic appreciation and self-love, and then there's an ego, okay? The ego does not hold up. People pretend to love themselves, pretend they have it together, and underneath there is a wounded core. A lot of you are healing. A lot of the feminine, a lot of you have been just very open with your healing. You're healing from the core, okay? Your core's healing, and now you're healing your ego, right? So you have that 50-50 of both. The masculines are hiding behind their ego, and their core is very wounded right now. And I feel like they weren't putting out a very good energy. You did not feel appreciated, so you walked away from that. And you deserve appreciation. I feel like a lot of you in this connection, you're going to demand that appreciation and nothing less is what I'm seeing, okay? Which is understandably so and rightfully so, yeah? When you start loving yourself, you guys, this person's going to be the most drawn to you, okay? And I do feel an indecisiveness within this masculine collective right now, a really strong indecisiveness. I don't know what the right decision is. I don't know which way to go. I feel that they're trying to control some of you. I feel there is an energetic tie going on here that a lot of you need to release and break. If you have this person's energy around you that I'm getting in this reading today, you can book a reading with me as well, a clearing actually. Get his energy off me now, okay? And I can get that energy off you. I have that on my website, okay? But some of you are still very much like binded to this person energetically, and their energy vampire harvesting off you, okay? And when you release this energy and heal the wounds behind why you're letting this energy be on you like that, then you'll start to glow and grow and your abundance will start coming in, okay? Because I'm picking up a really heaviness here. But the bottom line is here is that this person needs to appreciate you for everything that you are and come in and respect you for everything that you are. Like, don't allow this person in your energy until they do. Okay, and that's respect to many levels. That's energetically respectful, emotionally respectful, respect you physically, every way possible, respect you. They're having a throat chakra issue as well. So there's issues around communicating and being open with you. And I get such an egotistic feeling with this collective today, like such an egotistic feeling. Okay, this person is in his ego all day. He's acting like everything's fine. He's got control of his life, but that's really not true. Okay, that's what I'm feeling. And eventually, what is hidden in the dark comes to light. And in an egotistical place falls eventually. The dark night of the soul will come on to this person eventually. All right, all right. I'll draw some message cards for you, then I'm going to hop off, you guys. I'm ready to open up to you. So there might be some truth coming out. Okay, I do feel this person may open up to you more. And when I got the throat chakra card, I honestly felt like I was going to choke. So there are some issues around the throat that's opening up, so they will speak to you. Okay, I feel like this person's been very guarded for a long time. A lot of secrets, a lot of hidden stuff here. I do feel that they love you though. So don't think they don't, but they don't know how to show it. They don't know how to receive. This person doesn't know how to receive love. That's why I got that card, you know, with the heart and the illusion. Okay, this person doesn't know how to receive love, so they reject love, so they start targeting you energetically instead, and they start sending hate on you because you have all this love. And sometimes, you know, I've learned a harsh lesson with this. Sometimes having too big of a heart can do the opposite, because when you come in at people with authentic, unconditional love and with this big open heart chakra, sometimes they respond with hate and fear, okay, which is very common. And fear is actually the opposite of love. Okay, that is the opposite of love. And this masculine, he has a lot of fear around him. He fears everything's falling apart. You know, he's in his ego. He feels like he's got people to back him up. He feels like his ego can be fed, but the ego feeding will die out eventually. Okay. I'm sorry for leaving you hanging. Yeah, so some of you got, this person ran off from you or just like ghost you is what I'm seeing. I should have been honest about my feelings. Whatever this person did, you guys, they're in it neck deep, and they don't know how to get out of it. Okay, they don't know how to get out of it, and there's a big ass ego behind this. I need to be alone now. So yeah, just leave this person be, and they're not worth your energy at this current moment is what I'm really feeling. Okay. No, I didn't. I'm gonna finish those tonight. Okay, you guys. All right. So I'm finishing the Instagram readings tonight. I know it's been over 24 hours, but they still go up for another day. Okay, I had some phone issues yesterday and today. I don't know why, but I'm having technology issues and I'm having internet issues. Okay, so you guys, I'm gonna hop on Instagram now, and you have a good evening. Bye.